Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you.
You are listening to TKK 89.5 North Star FM Radio, Tatak K, Radyo Kaalamang Pang-Modular. Magaan na sa buhay, madali pa sa pag-aaral.
Electric wire that makes electric current flows. In this lesson, we will discuss and identify the materials that are considered good conductors of heat and electricity, and also the insulators, the materials which prevents us from electric shocks and burning from heat of fire. Conductors are materials that allow heat and electricity to flow freely from the source through them. Metals are good conductors of electricity. It allows the electrons to move freely. Gold, silver, steel, aluminum, and copper are among these. Silver is the best conductor, but copper is the most commonly used due to its efficiency and low cost. Most of our household appliances and electrical wirings are made of copper. Insulators, on the other hand, are known as poor conductors. These materials block or resist the flow of electric current and heat. Some examples of insulators are plastic, wood, leather, glass, oil, rubber, paper, and stone. These prevent us from burning when touching hot metals and even danger of electric shocks. Let us now proceed with Learning Task 2.1, Starbucks. I want to test how much you learned in this lesson. Try to classify the following objects in the table as conductors or insulators. Put a star on the appropriate box. Number 1 is frying pan. Number 2, ceramic plate. Number 3, ball. 4, tin can. And 5, metal chain. For Learning Task 2.2, Find Me in Your Memory, try to find 5 conductors and 5 insulators in the puzzle. Then, write them on your paper. Moving on to Learning Task 2.3, I Can See You. Write C if the statement tells about conductors and I if it tells about insulators. Statement number 1. These materials allow heat and electricity to pass through them. Number 2. Copper, silver, and steel are best examples of these. Number 3. These materials resist the flow of heat and electricity. Number 4. Some examples of these materials are rubber, plastic, cloth, and stones. And number 5. Also known as poor conductors. Finally, Learning Task 2.4. Test your knowledge. Write the letter of the correct answer on your paper. Number 1. How do we describe a conductor of electricity? It is a material that, letter A, has extra free electrons on its surface. Letter B, allows the electrons to move freely. Letter C, has no free electrons that can move freely. And D, absorbs electrons that moves freely. Number 2. Which of the following is not an insulator? Letter A, wood. B, steel. C, plastic cup. And D, paper plate. Number 3. When is a certain material considered as an insulator? If it, letter A, allows heat and electricity to pass through it. B, allows heat and electricity to flow. C, does not allow heat and electricity to pass through it. And D, does not allow passerby to pass through them. Number 4. The following are insulators except A, silver. B, socks. C, toothbrush. And D, rubber shoes. Lastly, number 5. Mina will make a simple electric circuit for her project in science. She already bought small light bulb and some batteries, but she forgot to buy electric wires. Which of the following materials will she use in substitute for electric wire? Note, the electric current must flow from the batteries through the bulb in order for it to light up. Is it A, plastic straw? B, wooden tube? C, aluminum foil? And letter D, paper cups. So there you have it. I know you'll do a lot of readings after this, but I don't worry much because with what you learned today, it will be easier for you to accomplish these tasks. Thanks for listening. So if you want to hear more and be guided with your lessons in Science 5, don't forget to tune in to our station, TKK 89.5 North Star FM Radio, Tatak K, Radyong Kaalamang Pangmodular, Magaan na sa buhay, madali sa pag-aaral. Again, I am your teacher, your host for this hour, signing off. Hear from me again in our next episode.